What's up? What's good? It's MGI the Game Style. And if you read the title correctly on this video, then it is true. This is my very first ever WWE predictions video. I've been wanting to do this for a very long time, ever since I started recording, and I think what better time would be to actually do it at the hottest SummerSlam that we've ever had since 1992. All right. So for guys who don't know, that I am a huge fan. I have been a fan of WWE since I believe since I was 5, and yeah, it's been about a good almost 30 years now. So I am very, very interested to see this pay-per-view or premium live event. So I want to go over the card and I want to give my 2 cents of what I think about this match and matches actually, and see if I can actually get a good perfect score on the outcomes of this, which I'm think I'm pretty good on this. I'm following all the stories. So I'm going to go down the list right here in no particular order, and I'm going to give my hopefully good intuition on what the outcome's going to be. But we're going to start off with the World Heavyweight Championship match between Damian Priest and Gunther. Now, for what it's worth, if we want to, take into account for Damian Priest, he has been, a solid champion so far since he won the World Championship at WrestleMania. All right. If anything, I would even go as far as to say that he's actually been a more uh, reliable champion than Cody Rhodes, because the fact that he has the Judgment Day behind him and all the madness that accumulates with it is more interesting. There's more story to it. It's more grit. Cody is still trying to find himself within that range of being a good champion, and it's not really Cody's fault, per se, but he's just got to find his niche to actually grab the crowd, because now it's like, oh, he finished the story, but now what? What opponent, is good for him? What rivalries can start, but we'll get to that, a little later. Anyways, when it comes to this match right here, Gunther is a perfect opponent for Damian Priest, two big heavy hitters, and I think that this will help, ultimately give Damian Priest that need to actually become a babyface, because he's definitely heading that way. There's a lot of turmoil within the Judgment Day, and I think he needs to break free. And I think this match right here would be the perfect catalyst to that. I'm expecting interference. I'm expecting a whole lot of chaos. So, definitely, Gunther is going to walk away as the new champion. Gunther's definitely going to win this. He is definitely red hot right now when it comes to basically making his presence known when it comes to being in the ring. He just came off of a 666 title reign as Intercontinental Champion. So that says a lot. That Triple H has a lot of confidence in him and his ability to put on a good show and good, matches. Just look back at Clash of the Castle in 2022 against Sheamus. That was an instant classic. That match was awesome. I would go back and watch it. And for those who have not seen that, I advise you go and watch it. That's, textbook wrestling right there. Um, but yeah, Gunther has definitely proven himself to be able to hang with the big dogs here, and I believe that he deserves it. At this point, he's going to be a dominant champion, and we're not going to go into bash, at Berlin, premium live event, and not have Gunther headline, as champion. So definitely, he's walking out with the dub. Damian Priest is gonna probably have some fallout with the Judgment Day, but sorry, Damian Priest is not winning this one. The winner is Gunther on this one. So give it up to this man right here. All right. Next up, we got the Women's World Championship against Liv Morgan as the champion against Rhea Ripley. Uh, I am very, very like interested in how this story is going to actually accumulate, from this point on. it's it, I get the whole love. I don't know, it's turning into a love triangle like the lovey-dovey shit and everything. I like it. It's putting a lot of butts in seats. A lot of eyes, a lot of views. A lot of profit and everything like that. Who doesn't like this stuff? We haven't seen something like this, honestly. I think since what, Ruthless Aggression era. This kind of reminds me at the beginning. It kind of reminded me of a Edge and Lita type deal, but now it kind of like shifted back to the whole Eddie Guerrero and China thing. But, Liv Morgan has actually been putting on some of the best work she's actually done in her entire career. And as the current champion, helping her basically give her that start that she needs as, the champion for this run, because this is a way better run than she had with the SmackDown title when she won the first time. Again, not her fault because of Ronda Rousey, basically making us snap out of reality, knowing damn well that Ronda can beat Live into oblivion if this was real. But, anyways, um, she's been doing a great job story wise. She's been playing her role story wise, and I definitely know for a fact that this is a match that Liv needs to retain. You know, at the end of the day, we all know for a fact that Rhea Ripley will punish Liv Morgan, in seconds, in mere seconds. But that's not the story that we're telling. That's not the story that we're getting at. The story that we're trying to tell is basically all about Liv's revenge and what she's willing to do to get it. And the person that actually started this whole entire thing was Rhea, back when they were a tag team, back when they were actually champions together and everything. And Rhea, she just couldn't take it. She was just like, she just got fed up. She beat Liv down. She betrayed her. And then she went on to be the next member of the Judgment Day when they were starting to build up their faction, you know? So this right here is definitely the start, the beginning of what actually happened, between these two. They have a long history here, and it kind of you know, makes Liv basically look like, oh, trying to look like the victim in a sense. She's the bad person right here because she wants a revenge, but she's actually the victim here because Rhea was the one who started all this, but Rhea is the baby face, apparently. So, we don't really know how this is going to turn out, story wise. Will Dominic interfere, betray mommy, and go with Liv, or will he be a good boy and stay with Rhea, or will Finn Balor come into play and just ruin everything? You know, whatever outcome comes, all I know for a fact is that Liv Morgan needs to win. That's it. That's all. We're going to put it right there. Liv has to win this match because this story just can't end right here with just Rhea winning the belt back and then that's it. Like, what happens next for Rhea? You know, okay, you beat Liv, then what? You know, you've basically beaten every other woman within the past year since she's had the title. Since she won the Royal Rumble back in 2023. There's really nothing else for Rhea to do. There's no one other opponents that Rhea can run through right now at this moment that she has not defeated yet. I think besides maybe Bianca Belair, but that's another topic for another conversation. But anyways, long story, at the end of it, Liv Morgan needs to win so we can keep this story going, and maybe they can revisit this again in Bad Blood. Maybe finish it off in a Hell in a Cell or something. All right. The WWE Women's Championship match against Bayley as the champ versus Nia Jax. This is a wild card right here because we don't know, how this is going to work with Tiffany Stratton because we know for a fact that she's going to be involved in this match in some way. And again, I like that. I like that a lot because it gives something for her to do to be a part of this match, so it won't just seem all dried out. So far, we've had three matches that's going to have some type of interference. There's going to be some type of, you know, tomfoolery or someplace. So just know for a fact that Tiffany's going to find a way to get involved and maybe even cash in and maybe make this a triple threat. I don't know, or maybe she might play her cards smart and just wait till Naya's maybe worn out and everything like that. Maybe beat her down and then take it, or we don't know. But all I know for a fact, and this is going to be the short of it, is that Nia Jax is going to win this match. And not because of the fact that she won the Queen of the Ring. That has nothing to do with it. The Queen of the Ring win has nothing to do with this. It's the fact that Bayley herself, she doesn't need it. She doesn't need the championship. She's been, an okay champion. She's willing to step up knowing that she can be a fighting champion. She's proven that even as a heel, you know, she does not have anything else to prove. She's basically a Grand Slam champion, Triple Crown Grand Slam champion at that. She's done it all. She's won it all. As far as any type of title that she's held, she's literally the blueprint. So putting over Nia Jax, is probably not going to be something that she doesn't mind doing. So Bailey can probably find something else to do, or maybe find a way to get something going on with Damage Control again, or just find a new feud. But she does not need the title. I know that for a fact. So it's good to see Nia Jax maybe get this title run again, and then come on a monstrous run, which she's been built up and portrayed to be. Ever since she came back last year, 2023. That rhymed. And I think that she's doing good this time than she was at her last run when she was basically just injuring people and taking them out and everything like that, which was a big no. She was just making herself look bad, with that and putting people out. But Nia Jax's been doing good. She's been doing solid work, and I think it's time to put the strap on her and see what she can do as a monstrous heel, because now it's going to build up to be like, who can take down Nia Jax? You got another wild Samoan running around here with gold. Who's going to take her down? So I think that's a good story to tell. Who's going to take down Nia Jax? But at the short of it, Nia Jax wins the match, and we'll see what Tiffany Stratton do at the end. I just cannot predict that. I have no idea how she's going to do it, but we'll see. All right. The United States Championship match, Logan Paul against LA Knight. Yeah. So, Logan Paul, for publicity purposes and putting on the WWE with, giving them extra profit, the Prime, I'm about to say ads. No, it's not an ad, but, just helping them get, more eyes on the screen because Logan Paul is just this big, you know, YouTuber and everything like that. It's drawing more of the younger demographic towards him, So, I mean, it's good for business, but, at the end of the day, he's still a part time talent, against someone who has, a little bit more longevity to what he's been doing with his craft, who's been doing it longer. LA Knight has been running like I would say running his craft, up into the stratosphere for years. And now that he's just this huge megastar, pun intended, it's time to put the strap on him. They've been teasing it for, about a good couple of years. Give him a title shot here, money in the bank here, opportunities, almost getting, the briefcase one year, almost winning the undisputed Universal Championship another year, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's time. I don't see him getting the WWE Championship or the World Heavyweight Championship like no time soon, but I think that the United States Championship would actually be perfect, for him right now because Like it's like the WWE championship is contested right now. There's no way. You're not even in the same bracket or conversation. You're gonna be in the way. We got Samoans all over that right now. We gotta get rid of them right now. Cody Rhodes is just in the mix of it, so it's not gonna happen. So I think where he needs to stay in his lane and just become a good, presentable champion that he is, as the babyface, because his popularity is still just through the roof. He needs this. LA Knight needs this win. You know, Regardless of Logan Paul being the home champion right now going into Cleveland, I could care less about that. It means nothing to me. It should be nothing to you guys. LA Knight needs to win this match. All right, he needs to become the new full-time United States champion. And trust me, when you go on to SmackDown, he has a lot of other feuds that he can go ahead and challenge him for it. Even maybe Jacob Fatu, like that one right there. Shoot, man. Actually, I don't know. I may have to take that one back. It's gonna be a short reign. Oh God! But at the end of the day, LA Knight, yeah, he needs to go ahead and get the win on that. So LA Knight, let's go. Next, WWE Championship. We got Cody Rhodes, Solo Sikoa. Let's make this quick. All right, come on now. Like, Solo's not winning. All right, Solo's not winning, and for good reason. He's not winning. Is that why would WWE put the title on Solo? It doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. Cody Rhodes does not lose here. I don't see Cody losing. Probably not until Mania. Honestly, if that, you know? And then again, back what I was saying earlier, he may not be the most popular champion now, you know, or over champion I should say, because Cody Rhodes is boring. He's putting me to sleep. His promos are weak. Blah blah blah. At the end of the day, he's like the top baby face of the company. He's the face of the company. He's like killing it with the merch. He's ranking in the dough. That's what they want. Again, it's a business. It's all about business. So they're going to keep the belt on him. You know, but having Solo win does not make sense. I think Solo is just a placeholder. Just to basically give off more of, hey, I'm the new leader of the bloodline. I'm the tribal chief. I'm gonna come at you and defeat you, and I got my faction around me, and there's nothing you can do about it. Enter Roman Reigns, enter the Usos. This whole bunch of Samoans just going at each other, and Cody Rhodes is just there, like, all right, well, this is happening right now. What's going on? So. But this is just a setup, for a big return, and I think everybody is waiting to see the return of Roman Reigns. So that's definitely going to happen. Hopefully, fingers crossed that Roman comes back. I don't see why he wouldn't. I don't see Roman coming back on a random show, a SmackDown or anything like that. He's big money right now. If anything, you would want him to pop up, at SummerSlam. But what would he do when he shows up? How would Roman and Solo interact? Excuse me. How would they interact? What story can we get from this? Would it be a face-off? Would they throw hands? Is Roman giving out spears to everything in sight? What's going to happen? So we gotta wait and see. Oh, and Jimmy Uso, he's officially cleared to go. So he may come in and he got Air Force Ones flying in his face and everything. So you never know. He about to start kicking everything. Everybody getting super kicks and everything. Uso splashes and what I'm saying. Just I want pure chaos. At this, I could honestly care less about this match because I already know that Cody's gonna win. I just want to know what's gonna happen either in between or after the match. I think that's what everybody's waiting for. Where's Roman Reigns? No one cares about this. Where's Roman Reigns? We want to care about Solo. And honestly, his work as the tribal chief, like this whole mafia thing, it's starting to rub off on me a little bit. It is. He's getting a little better. At first, I was just like, yo, he's not doing a good job. But give people a little bit more time, get the gears going, and then you'll start to see he's actually doing a pretty good job. And hopefully he can keep that momentum and still continue to look like a badass. If Roman can come back and give, Solo that rub to seem like he is a threat. That's the whole point. Anyways, gone too long. Cody Rhodes wins. Moving on. Intercontinental Championship with Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker. I don't know why. This is probably going to feel spiteful and everything, but I think Braun Breaker should have won at the Money in the Bank, not at SummerSlam. I think that Sammy should be the one chasing Braun, not Braun chasing Sammy. You know, Sammy is a good champion, but at the end of the day, Sammy has held this championship so many times, and he is a fighting champion when he's a babyface. He is, but it's starting to get overdrawn real quick, and I just don't see it. If you're going to be like a fighting champion, Sammy should be the one contesting over against Braun and fighting it back. Braun should have put him in the dirt and have him walking into SummerSlam as champion and walking out again and still. But I understand WWE wants to give Braun that big moment and put him over at a grander stage. So, I think it just makes more sense to do that as well. But again, my opinion, I think the job should have been done at Money in the Bank. But hey, it is what it is. Braun will walk out this time as Intercontinental Champion. It doesn't make sense to have Braun lose twice. It doesn't make sense whatsoever. But I do definitely see him, you know, giving out like multiple spears to Sammy. Sammy's kicking out maybe about a good 2 spears. Braun is like, what I gotta do? How fast does he gotta hit the ropes? 24 miles an hour. Boom, 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 boom. Bam! A spear that just splits Sammy in half. He does like a double tuck flip or something like that. I don't know. Just take the air out of him and then just, get the win. You know? Same thing with LA Knight, situation and everything. But, minus the whole part time situation. The mid card's got to get a good uprise, and Braun Breaker definitely being a dominant heel with the Intercontinental Championship. We're probably potentially looking at somebody who probably will not be defeated anytime soon. Nobody wants to be putting up with Braun Breaker and what he can do. So whoever, whatever brave baby face wants to step up and try to take the title, good luck to him. But I know for a fact that I would not want to be in the way of Braun Breaker's spear. You can have that, player. Braun Breaker wins the Intercontinental Championship. And lastly, right here, to me, this is the main event. Honestly, I'm pretty sure it won't go on last. I would prefer that it would, but this right here to me is the match, in my opinion, that I am most anticipated for. Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, with Seth Rollins being the special guest referee. I am looking forward to this so much right now because the story has been perfected. It is cinema, cinema. I'm telling you, nothing gets better than this right now. We haven't had a story like this, with a rival like this in a long, long time. And to have this type of intensity with surreal elements into it. These are actual competitors in the ring with people outside into reality that really do not like each other. Seth really does not mess with CM Punk. He don't like him. When he said he hated him, he hates him. And everything that he stands for as a person. And who could blame him? I get it. Drew McIntyre, same way, same feelings. His work ethics, what he's done in the past, always leaving companies and quitting and cheating the system and saying whatever he wants that they can be with it, get away with it, being the center of attention, arrogance, all this other stuff. That's CM Punk. That's the CM Punk we love. And Drew's like, nah, I ain't falling for it. Y'all need to wake up. You know, you're caught in the genjutsu. All right, you need to open your eyes up. You know. He don't like them, and CM Punk obviously don't like either one of them. And Triple H is just like, yeah, this is money right here. We gotta we gotta capitalize on this. And he's done a good job doing it. The man's been cooking hard. All right, he's been stewing that pot, telling everybody to wait. You know, dinner will be ready soon, and it's come down to this right here. So I'm happy the way that it's been built up, and I like the story that's been going on so far because it is the hottest. It is the hottest story on either brand between SmackDown and Raw. Nothing has come between this right now between Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. So I can't wait. But who do I have winning this match? I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep it 100. I have to go with CM Punk. CM Punk has to win this match in the sense of him not being able to take another L at this point. But I think that Seth Rollins is going to have a bit of confliction with that. At first, I honestly thought that Drew McIntyre may actually win because it might be due to CM Punk maybe striking Seth Rollins by accident and Drew capitalizing on Punk and then Drew actually getting the win over Punk that way. But that does make Punk look strong because of the fact that it took him to take out Rollins and not having to be clean. Like whoever wins this match, they're not winning the match clean. Seth is the key player here. Seth Rollins is he somebody's going to hit Rollins. All right, you think that Seth is just going to count this straight, and he's not going to throw fisticuffs. He's going to throw some. He's going to throw some hands. All right, he's going to stomp somebody in the face. All right, somebody's getting stomped. All right, Seth is going to snap on somebody. It may be both of them, but this is not going to end in a clean win. But at the end of the day, whoever gets the win, they're still going to look strong because this entire feud between the three of them is not going to be over anytime soon. But I just have this gut feeling in my head that CM Punk is going to find a way to come out on top of this, but in a way that Drew is going to want revenge. And this may pick back up at Bad Blood, you know. But I love the unpredictability because out of all these matches, that I've, listed on here on the website, out of all these matches, besides the Cody Rhodes and Solo Sikoa, 'cause that's the most predictable match on the card. Every other match is basically kind of unpredictable. It can go either way, even though you guys can basically look down and say, oh, they're going to win, they're going to win, they're going to win. You know, this one right here is the most unpredictable match. And we don't know. And I love that. We want that. We want more unpredictability. So I'm just throwing my 2 cents out there into the pond. Hopefully that it lands and say that CM Punk gets the win. So we're going to see what's going to happen. Um, Hopefully it's going to be a damn good match, and I hope that Seth doesn't call this straight. I hope it's a no disqualification match. I hope there's going to be weapons. There's going to be steel chairs, tables. I want to see some blood. I want to see suplexes. I want to see go to sleeps, claymores, whatever. Just bring out the chaos. All right, we need that. We've all been waiting on that. All right, that's the whole point. Anyways, those are my predictions, guys. This has been pretty fun, be able to freely talk about this and you guys understanding this asshole. Just a troll. Um, Thank you guys for checking me out as always, checking out the game style. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna do more of these, monthly or whenever there's another premium live event. I think the next one is Bad Blood or no Bash in Berlin. Sorry. That's gonna be the next one. I'm gonna do that basically every month, at the next premium live event, and throw my predictions out there so you guys can see that I am, pretty hardcore wrestling fan, and hopefully that you guys are tuning in to watch the SummerSlam event like I am too. Anyways, I will catch you guys in my next prediction video, and hopefully you guys can check out all my other videos on the channel that you will see here, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Until then, you guys take it easy. Peace.